Question from Jordan.
Mike, what sort of response have you seen from the team in practice this week, just coming back from that Bahamas tournament?
Sure, really good. Pretty good today, really good yesterday. Yesterday was as good a practice as we've had. A lot of film work that our guys embraced. Haven't gone overly long. We had a long weekend, of course, and then a long travel day. But intensity's been good, and the buy-in in terms of some of the things that we've got to continue to get better at.
Go to Dash.
Coach, speaking of things that you want to get better at, kind of elaborate on that a little bit now. Some of these lessons that you learned playing these upper echelon teams.
Sure. I mean, offensively, Dash, we've got to move it better. And sometimes that means that we've got to dribble it less and cut more and space better in order to move it better. We've got to be willing, to trust each other and as we continue to try to grow together offensively. Offensive and defensive rebounding is a big factor for us, a big topic of conversation the last couple of days. So that's something that I think that has got to improve for us to be more competitive in our league this year.
And to kind of follow up on that just a little bit, is it not? It's not just the post players that you want to get better rebounding efforts from. Is that like an overall team deal with that?
Yeah, I mean it's 1 through 5. Rebounding the overall number can be misleading individually at times. Some of your better rebounders sometimes are your best blockout guys that maybe don't necessarily lead you in rebounding. Overall, collectively, we're very average. We've been out rebounded a bunch. I like our activity in the last one, 2 teams playing really hard. We had chances at some of those 50-50 balls in the paint. Providence just got more than we did. And, whether it's lineups or whether it's how many guys we have crashing offensively or how aggressive our blockouts are defensively, or whether it should be a blockout scenario or a chasing the ball down scenario. A lot of things that we're considering as a staff and communicating with our guys, because we obviously have a lot of room for improvement there.
I appreciate it.
Let's go to Mark Weiser.
Hey, Mike, what's the timeline? When do you guys think you might get Sinahara back?
I don't know. I don't know. He didn't go today. I'm hopeful soon. That's all I can say, I guess. I mean, I don't know beyond that. Yeah. I'll let you know practices, but he hasn't done that.
Okay. Just a different topic then. Where can you guys get better in terms of your shooting from the field? Who do you think is practicing better than he's performing on the court, maybe?
Jay Hill had a really good practice yesterday, was pretty good today, emerging as a leader. I liked a lot of Noah's looks in the last one as you go back and watch it on film. And we'll take those, and we're optimistic that a lot of those will go for him. We've got to find some interior scoring. RJ Melendez is a guy that I think can score for us. Jabri obviously is developing, rounding out his game to complement how well he shoots it. We've got to get our 5s going somehow. And we've got a collection of guys that we can throw out there. We have a lot of parity, and sometimes certain guys aren't given an opportunity, and sometimes they are. And moving forward, Frank had a really good day today. He had a really good practice. So who knows? But at the 5, whether it's rim runs or ball screen dives, drawing fouls, converting at the foul line, we've got to score it there better. And then of course, really loaded question, right? I mean, from 3, we're struggling. And coming off playing some really good defenses, of course, but we're a better shooting team than this. I really think we are, and I think that the numbers will show that over time.
Chip Towers, any questions? I think Chip was on. He may have left. No, Chip, I
No,
see.
I'm here. Hello.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Hi, Coach. How you doing?
Good. Hey, Chip.
Good to see you. Happy Thanksgiving.
You too.
Just games like this that no really. I apologize if you addressed this because I got kicked off and had to come back on. But you're playing the day after Thanksgiving. The students are gone. On a Friday night, it's probably not going to be the most energetic atmosphere. And you got a team like Winthrop coming. I mean, dangerous probably is not strong enough a word, but just how do you address it with the team? How do you approach it as a coach?
Sure. Our focus is on us as much as anything, Chip. Our mentality, our eagerness. Hopefully, if we're not eager, then we're incorrect to get better. Coming off, an 0-for-2 stint in the Bahamas, we want to rebound. Figuratively, we want to come back and play really well on the court that we just practiced on the last couple of days. We'll practice down there again tomorrow. But we've got Winthrop's got our attention, and in our respect, they're a program that's won a lot of games over a long period of time. Justin Hill's certainly familiar with them and their success that they've had in that league. They're good. Yeah. In a perfect world, some may think coming off the trip that we just took, you're playing a 300+ team and we're playing a team that's 148 or whatever they are. They're good. They're dangerous. They're competitive. They're balanced. They space you. They got multiple guys that can drive, pass, shoot, can post up. They're solid defensively. But if we're in the right mindset to where, it's about Georgia getting better, it's about us improving, rebounding from a couple losses, then we'll play well. And that's got to be our mentality.
Hey, Chip, since you got kicked off, I'll remind you the game tomorrow's at 5, just so you'll know, sort of a strange time on a Friday night.
Yep, 5 p.m.
There you go. And then Palmer, Tom, any questions? Palmer?
Yeah, Coach. Just, you mentioned it there with the competition that y'all have played so far and then the focus being on y'all. As a staff, how do y'all kind of balance, obviously the record not being what you want it to be, but the experiences that y'all have gotten against some of these high caliber teams?
Sure. We communicated with our guys and our guys know that. And we talked about our schedule, in these past couple months during the preseason leading into the tip of the season that we're going to play a demanding schedule, a pretty unique schedule. And we told our guys that we wanted to give these guys an opportunity to play that tough schedule, to give them opportunities, of course, for postseason potential, but also, for growth and development. So our guys know that we have plenty more opportunities, but at the same time, there needs to be a level of urgency leading into Friday.
All right. Everybody good?
Yes,
Thanks,
sir.
Coach. See you guys Friday at 5.
Thanks a bunch for the time.
Thanks, guys.
Happy Thanksgiving.